In this video, let us see about the binary tree traversal. So what is mean by traversal? Traversal means the process of visiting every node in a tree exactly once. So if we visit the node exactly once in a systematic way, then we call it as the traversal. So and we are going to perform the traversal in a binary tree. So hope you remember what is a binary tree. Every node in a binary tree can have either 0 children or 1 children, or it can have at most 2 children. So at most 2 children can be there in a binary tree. So there are 3 ways of traversing in a binary tree. So what are the 3 ways? Are pre-order traversal, in-order traversal and the post-order traversal. So let us see how to traverse by using the different traversal methods. So let us first consider the in-order traversal. So in the in-order traversal, we have to first visit the left, then the root, and then the right. And in the pre-order traversal, so in the pre-order traversal, we are going to visit first the root, then the left, and then the right. In post-order traversal, we are going to visit the left, then the right, and the root. So this is the sequence by which we traverse the nodes in the tree. So if it is a pre-order traversal, so I'll just tell you a shortcut to remember this. If it is root is always visited first. In order, so in is between, so between the left and the right is a root if it is in order. So always we visit the left and then the right. So visit the left, then the right. And now coming to the post order. So post, visiting the root at the last. So first we visit the left, then the right. So this is how we can easily remember the pre-order, in-order and the post-order traversal sequence. Now let us see the example for the in-order traversal. So in the in-order traversal, first we are going to visit the left, then the root and then the right. Right? So let us take out this binary tree and we'll start traversing from the left child. Then we have to visit the root node and then the right child. Okay, fine. So let us start now. So starting from the root node of the tree. So the root node of the tree is A. So we have to traverse first to the left. We have to check out whether the node A, the root node A has any left child. Yes, it has a left child. So if it has a left child, now come to the left child B. Check whether B has a left child. Yes, B has a left child. So the left child is D. Now check whether the node D has a left child. Yes, it has a left child. So this node should be visited first. So this is a node which we are going to visit first. So let us write down the sequence of visiting. So first we have visited G. Now let us after visiting the left child, we have to visit what? The root. So the root of this G is D, right? So we are going to visit the node D. So let us write down the sequence, the node D. Now the left is visited. Okay, the left is visited, the root is visited, and now we have to visit the right child. So what is the right child? Right child is H. Now check again whether the node H has the left child. No, it does not have the left child. So if it does not have left child, now we have to move it to the root. So the root node here is H. So let us write on the sequence. It is H and this node is visited. Okay, so no left, root is visited. Now we have to visit the right child. So what is the right child? The right child is L. So let us visit the right child L. Now you can see very clearly that the left part of the entire node B is completed. Now we have to visit, once left is done, we have to visit now the root node. So the root node here is B. Right? So B will be visited. So now let us write down. So B is visited. So left is done now. The root is also done. Now we have to look into the right part of the tree. So what is there in the right part of the tree? The right part of the tree is E. So we are going to visit E now. So let us write down. So visiting the node E. So now you can see when looking at node B, the left all is done, the root is done, and the right of the node B is done. Now coming to the node A, the left part of the left tree of node A is done. So left all is completed. Now you have to traverse the root node. So what is the root node here? It's node A. So let us write down now. So A is visited. So left is done now. The left of A is done. The root node is done. And now we have to traverse to the right part of the tree. Now coming to the right part. So let us start from node C. For node C, is there any left child? There is no left child. So we are first supposed to visit what? After left, it is the node C. Okay, the root node. So after, as there is no left child, we will visit the root node. It is C. So now C. Now left is done, the root is done, and now we have to visit the right child. Now come to the right child. So right child we have F. Now check whether the node F has any left. Yes, it has a left child called I. So let us first visit the left child. So the left child here is I. So let us write down that we have visited I. Once visiting the left, we have to now visit the root node. So how do we visit the root node? We are going to visit the node F, right? So node F is visited, right? Now left is done, the root is done. Now we have to move to the right part. So right part, J is the node. Check out for this node whether there is any left. Yes, there is a left. So we have to first visit the node K. So let us write down. So visiting the node K. Once after you visit the left child, you have to visit the root node. So the root node is J, right? So root node is J, and we are going to write down the root node as J. So now we can see how the node are being traversed. So for C, there is no left child. Then we have visited the root, and then we have visited the right part of the tree. So this is all about the in order traversal. So G, D, H, L, B, E, A, C, I, F, K, and J. So this is how we perform the in order traversal. So in a post order traversal, we have to first visit the left child, then the right child, and finally the root of the tree, right? So let us take the same example and let us start traversing in the post order traversal way. So let us start from the root node A. So the root node is A. First we have to traverse to the left part of the tree. So the left is B. And now check whether the node B has any left child. Yes, it has a left child. So traverse to the left part of D. So the left child of D is G. So we have to first visit the left child of D, and we'll write down the traversal sequence. So first visiting the node G. Now left is done. Now we have to move to the right part of the node D. So what is the right part of node D? The node D is H. So coming to the node H, now let us first check out whether there is any left child for node H. No, there is no left child. So now we have to move to the right part of the node H. So the right part of the node H is L. So we will visit the node L. Now left is done, the right is done. Now we are supposed to visit the root. So visiting the root node. So the root node is H. So let us traverse and write down H. Now you can see the left of the node D is done. Then the right of node D is done. Now we are supposed to visit the root node, which is the D. Fine. So let us write down this. So visiting node D. Now come to node B. So coming to node B, the left of node B is completed. Once the left is done, we are supposed to visit the node, the right child, which is node E. So left is done, Now the right is visited. So let us write down the sequence. The right is E. So left of B is done, the right is done, and now we are supposed to visit the root node. So the root node here is B. So let us write down that. Now come to node A. So coming to node A, the left of this node A is entirely done. Now we are supposed to move to which part of the tree? The right part of the tree. So let us move to the right part. So coming to C. So coming to node C, check whether there is any left child. There is no left child. So we have to move to the right part of the node C. So come to node F. Now for this node F, check whether there is any left child. Yes, there is a left child. So if there is a left child, first visit the left child. So let us write down the sequence I. Now left is done. Now move to the right part of the tree. So in the right part of the tree, considering node J, check whether the node J has any left child. Yes, it has a left child. What's the left child? The left child is K. So first we are supposed to visit the node K and check whether there is any right child. There is no right child. So if there is no right child, now let us visit the root node. The root node of the tree is J. Fine. So the left of F is done. Now the right of F is done. Left is done. Right is done. Now we have to visit the root node. The root node here is F, and now we'll write down the sequence, the node F. Fine. Now the coming to node C. The left part there of C, there is no node, and now we have completed the right part of the tree, and now let us visit the node C. Fine. So left of A is done, the right of A is done, and now we are supposed to visit the root node, and now the root node is what? So here I have missed to write C, and then the root node is E. So this is the sequence. So G, L, H, D, E, B, I, K, J, F, C and A. So this is the order in which the post-order traversal is done. And now let us see how to perform the pre-order traversal. Let's consider the pre-order traversal. So in the pre-order traversal, first we have to visit the root, then the left, and then the right. So let us take out the same example. So first visiting the root node. So the root node is A. So let us write down the sequence. It is A. Now after visiting the root, we have to visit the left child. So coming to the left child of A is B. Now even coming to node B, first we have to visit the root node. So here the root node of B is B itself, right? So let us write on the sequence B. Okay, fine. Now let us write B. Now come to the left child of node B. So root is visited. Now move to the left child. So left child is D. Now for this node, first we have to visit the root node. So the root node which we are going to visit is what? The D. And let us write down in sequence D. Now root is done. Now we have to move to the left part of the tree. The left part of the tree is G, right? So we write down the left part as G and we'll mark it as visited. So here the root is visited first and then the left is done. Now we have to move to the right part of the tree. The right part is node H. Now coming to node H, first we have to visit the root node of the tree. So the root node of the tree here is H. So let us write down in sequence H. Fine. So after visiting the root node, we have to check whether there is any left child. There is no left child. Now we will visit the right child of the node H. So the sequence is L. Now when we see, we have completed for node B the root node. Yes, so the root node is visited and the left part of the node B is done. So root, left, and now we have to visit the right part. There is only one right child for node B. So we are going to traverse it first and let us write in sequence E. Now coming to node A, the root node is visited and the left of the root node A is entirely visited. So root is done, The left is done, and now we have to move to the right part. Now coming to the right part. So coming to node C. So first we are supposed to visit what? With respect to node C, visit the node, root node. So the root node here is the C. So let us write down in sequence C. There is no left child now. After visiting the root node, we have to move to the left. There is no left child, so we don't have to write anything. Now we have to move to the right part of the tree. The right part of the tree, we have node F. Now let us write down the root node. So the root node here is F, and let us write down the sequence F. Now, root is visited. Check whether there is any left child. Yes, there is a left child. The left child we'll write down in sequence I, and we'll mark it as visited. Fine. And now, left is done. Then we have to move to the right part. Root is done, left is done, and then moving to the right part. So, coming to the right part, we have to first visit the root node. So, we'll write down the sequence J, and then the left child. So, the left child here is K. So let us write down the sequence K, and there is no right child, and we can see that the tree has ended and all the right nodes in the right subtree is visited. So this is the sequence. So A, B, D, G, H, L, E, C, F, I, J and K. So this is how the pre-order traversal is being done. Now let us see the pseudocode for writing the tree traversal technique. So let us start from the pre-order traversal, the pseudocode. When can you perform the tree traversal? When the tree is not empty, right? So let us write down the step 1. So while the tree is not equal to null, okay, when the tree is not null, then we can perform the traversal. So hope you can remember now. If it is pre-order, visiting root first, then the left and the right. So let us write down the pseudocode. The step 2 is going to be writing first the tree's data, which is represented as a root node. Okay, so we represent the root node as tree's data, and we represent the left child of the tree as tree's left, and then we have to recursively perform the pre-order traversal on the tree's left part, right? And again performing recursively the pre-order traversal on the tree's right part. So this is the pseudocode for the pre-order traversal. So this is step 3, and we have to exit once the traversal is being done. Now in the same way, let's write down the pseudocode for the post-order traversal. So post-order traversal. Now coming to the post-order traversal, how do we visit? We visit first the left child, then the right child, and finally the root. So let us write down the pseudocode step 1. So when do we perform the traversal? So when the tree is not equal to null. So when the tree is not equal to null, we perform the traversal. What is the order of the traversal? Is post order of, we perform recursively the post order traversal on the trees left, and then the post order traversal recursively on the trees right, and then finally we write down the trees data, which is the root node. Fine, and then we can exit. So this code is very simple. The same way we are supposed to write down for the in order traversal. So let us write down for the in order traversal. So in the in order traversal, how do we traverse the nodes? So we first traverse from the left, then the root, and then the right. So now let us write down the pseudocode. So step 1, while the tree is not equal to null, so now we can perform the traversal, right? So step 2, first we will perform the in order traversal recursively for the tree's left child, and then we write the tree's data visiting the root node of the tree. So let us write down tree's data, and then we have to again recursively perform the in-order traversal on the tree's right child. Fine. And step 3 is exit. So this is all about the 3 main traversals which can be performed on a binary tree. And in addition to this, we have a traversal called as the level order traversal. So let us see the level order traversal. So in level order traversal, all the nodes at the level are accessed before going to the next level. Fine. So here we generally, this algorithm can be called as the breadth first traversal algorithm. So let us see with an example, and let us perform the level order traversal. So as I have mentioned, all the nodes at the level are accessed before going to the next level, right? So we can write down first the level number of this tree. So let us write down the level number. So the level number for the root node is level 0. Now for this is level 1, level 2, level 3, and then this level 4. Fine. Now we have to access all the nodes before going to the next level. So let us write down the level order traversal sequence now. The sequence goes like this. So in level 0, first we have to visit the node A. In level 1, we have to visit the node B, then node C. Fine, node C. And then in the level 2, we have to visit the node D, then node E, and then the node F. So in level 3, visiting the node G, then H, then I, then J, and in level 4, we have to visit node L and then node K. So this is about the level order traversal which is performed in the binary tree.